someone to talk to, you can always talk to him. And if you need someone to lean on, you can lean on him. He gives us all his love. He gives us all his love. He's smiling down on us from up above. He's giving us all his love. He's smiling down on us from up above. He's giving us all his love.
So which was this single that just came out? Was that Shotgun Waltz? The one that
No, this guy John Jerome is a guy I just do kind of did.
What have you done to the mirror? What have you done to the floor? Can I go nowhere without you? Can I leave you alone anymore? Can I leave you alone anymore? I know you don't think much of me. Someday you'll understand. Wait till you learn how to talk, baby. Show you how smart I am. Wanna show you how smart I am. Quitter never wins. Winner never quits. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Baby, you don't know how to walk, baby. Maybe you can't talk none either. Maybe you never will, baby. But I'll always love you. I'll always love you. Baby, take off your coat. Real slow. Baby, take off your shoes. Yeah, I take your shoes. Baby, take off your dress. Yes, yes, yes. Can't leave your hat on. Can't leave your hat on. You can't leave your hat on.
All right, everyone, we're just about to get the show started. A few announcements before we begin. Firstly, welcome to Club Passim. Thanks for coming. There are 2 emergency exits. One is to the right of the stage. The other is the way that you came in. Try to keep phone use to a minimum during the show. If you want to take a picture, make sure your flash is turned off. And now is also a great time to put your phone on Do Not Disturb or Silent. I know at least one of you won't, but you really should. Your server tenant is Sarah. Give it up for her. Weak. Give it up for Sarah. Louder. So So she'll be taking your food and drink orders throughout the night. Just make sure you keep the aisles clear. So no instrument cases or instruments in the aisle. Don't want her tripping, and please be nice to her and tip well. How many people have been to Club Passim before, or how many people have played an open mic here before? Well, a lot of new folks, some folks coming back. Well, as you can see up there on that banner, Club Passim is a nonprofit. So we rely on you all coming to shows, making donations, and becoming members to keep it going. There's a lot of benefits to becoming a member. You get discounts on shows, including tonight. If you're a member, you got in for free, so that's nice. You also get free admission to all of our live streams. I know you're already here tonight, but if you go to passim.org, you can watch almost all of our shows there. So if there's someone who you want to see your set tonight, if you're performing, they can just go to passim.org and watch the show. Okay, a few quick announcements about open mic if you haven't been here before. We've got a list back here. You should also have one in your email, but you can access the one back here if you need to. There's 13 performers. I'm going to announce who is up currently and then who's up next. You have 10 minutes or 2 songs, whichever comes first. So you could play one 10-minute song, but please don't do that. Or you could play 2 one-minute songs, and you can do that. And that would be your set. There are 3 stations up there, keys, standing, and sitting. So just use those accordingly to what I just said. There's a DI and instrument cable on the 2 guitar areas, the standing and the sitting area. So use the one that corresponds with that area. Lucy is going to be wiping the mics down. That's Lucy in the corner doing live stream. Yeah, give it up for Lucy. So just give her a minute before you get up, if you're up, to wipe the mics down. I think that's pretty much it. I'm just going to do a quick check when you get up, make sure everything's working. There is a microphone if your guitar doesn't have, or your instrument doesn't have a DI. On the sitting area, there's a microphone. I think that's pretty much it. So, kicking it off, give it up for Richard Freed. And Zeke, you're on deck.
Well, hi all. I'm going to do a couple of Celtic tunes tonight. And the first one is one you've all heard before. It's just a lovely tune, Wild Mountain Time. Oh, the summertime is a-comin', and the trees are sweetly bloomin', and the wild mountain time, it grows around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And I will build my love a bower beside the cool crystal fountain, and on it I would pile all the flowers of the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And if my true love, she was gone, I would surely find another to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. lassie, go. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the bloomin' heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Thank you. Next, I'm going to do a song called The Silky. And the Silky is a mythical sea person who's a seal in the water, and then when it comes up on land, becomes a human being. In this case, a male human being. Sometimes they can be females, but in this case, it's a male human being. And of course, being a male human being, the first thing he wants to do is find a human female to mate with, and that's what he does. And there's a child, but the woman who has the child is not really aware that she mated with a Silky, but he comes back later to claim his child, and in the end, it's kind of tragic in that he gets killed. And I should mention that when they use the word gunner, in the marine sense, gunner means harpooner. So when you hear gunner, just think an harpoon. So this is the Silky. And this comes off the islands of Scotland, the Hebrides and the Orkney Islands. An earthly nurse, she sits and she sings, and she sings by her lily wing, and little can I, thy child's father, far is the land where he dwells in. For he come one night to her bed feet, and a grumbly guest, I am sure that he was, saying, little can I, thy baron's father, and far is the land where he dwells in. And I am a man upon the land, and I am a Silky on the sea. And when I'm far and far free land, my home is in Shulskeri. And he had taken a purse of gold, and he had placed it upon her knee, saying, give to me my little young son, and take thee up thy nurse's fee. Then the Silky prophesies, and he says, and this shall come to pass on a summer's day, when the sun shines brightly on every stone. I'll come and I'll fetch my little young son, and I'll teach him how to swim the foam. And ye shall marry a gunner good, and a right fine gunner, I'm sure that he'll be. And the very first shot that e'er he shoots will kill both my young son and me. An earthly nurse sits and sings. Thank you.
All right. That was Richard Freed. Up second, we got Zeke Duckworthy. Give it up for Zeke. And then we got Anish on deck.
Club Passim, and hello to people far away, somebody in Michigan, 2 people in Michigan, somebody in Englewood, Florida, somebody in Chester, England, somebody in Nashville, and I'm probably forgetting some people, which I do, and I'll probably forget the words too, which is why I brought this. All right, usually I play super dark songs, but this one's shockingly not all that dark. It's called Book of Changes. That's the literal translation of the I Ching. You probably know that. Your dog's on the porch. She's saying goodbye. Nose pointing at sunset and ice crystals up in the sky. Oh, where will we go? Where will we go? Flower pot empty, ground has gone powdery dry. Try to resist, or is it impede? Why call it wanting? It's really a need. Old Book of Changes is ringing. The moon, she'll pull on you too. Oh, where will we go? Where will we go? Pretty girls walking alone on the river, feeling the sun. all the miles on us, over us, under us, they've just begun. Somewhere out west of here, don't know just where. Start down the highway, Route 20 from Boston, but it could be anywhere, anywhere. Oh, where will we go? Where will we go? The old book of changes is ringing. The moon, she'll pull on you too. It's nothing new. Names given back to us, names people used 8 decades ago. Sundogs at sunset, hello, goodbye. The old book of changes is ringing. The moon, she'll pull on you too. Oh, so I was driving from here to someplace down south, and I was in West Virginia on Highway 79, and that highway goes through Morgantown, and then it goes south, and it has a town, and there's a sign for the town. The town's called Jane Lou, like L-E-W. So I saw that sign and I said, that's kind of an odd name for a sign for a town. And then I thought about maybe there's somebody who lives there. This song is called Lou Jane. Lou Jane lives on the river, lives all alone. Down south of Morgantown, sometimes goes riding out on the highway, looking for something, won't ever say what it is. Lou Jane, she's dark and she's pretty, not 21. Carries herself like a poem, like she's seen things that I've never seen, been places I've never been, knows things that aren't for you. One time she told me she don't drink anymore, as people someplace, New York City or Nashville, I don't rightly recall, where something called thieves oil floats on the breeze, sticks to the brain, something that I won't forget. Once in a while, I watch her pass by, I think to myself, I might as well lust for the moon, might as well pity the blue of the sky, might as well long for the sky. Thank you.
All right, that's Zeke Duckworthy. Up next, we got Anish Kashalikar, and then Paul, you're on deck.
Hi, Club Passim. I'm going to be playing an instrument called the duduk. It's a double reed woodwind from Armenia. And I'm going to be playing first a tune that I wrote recently. It doesn't have a name, but here it goes. Next, I'm going to be playing some Balkan, some Greece-inspired saxophone tune that I wrote recently as well.
All right, give it up for Anise. Okay, we got Paul Colombino up next. And Mark, you're on deck.
So I'm going to play a couple of my own instrumental tunes for you. So if you could give me a little more guitar juice, that would be great. How's it sound out there? Can you hear it? Oh, okay, great. I'm getting deafer and deafer as I get older. This first tune is called Hello, Old Friend. Thank you. Thanks a lot. This next tune I named after my favorite guitarist. His name is Leo Kottke, so I called it Kottke because I stole a lot of stuff from Leo over the years. One thing I stole also was his propensity to not sing very much. He claims his voice sounds like geese farts on a muggy day. I think my voice sounds kind of like the geese in the back of the chevron that are choking on the farts from the geese in the front of the chevron. So anyway, this is Kottke. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody.
All right. Give it up for Paul.
I think we're safe.
All right.
Yes, we are.
Up next, we got Mark Dunford. And we've got Blake Campbell on deck.
This is a song I wrote a couple years ago. It's called Deadlights. See how it goes. not here. Life's passing you behind. Drugged out brains, stopped in time, stopped in time, time. Let the dead die. You've been keeping them alive so long you forgot what the sun looks like. Let the dead die. You've been keeping them alive, alive. Isn't it sad to know that your dreams may never come true the way that it seems to you, you. Life's passing you behind. Drugged out brains, stopped in time, stopped in time, time. Let the dead die. You've been keeping them alive so long you forgot what the sun looks like. Let the dead die. You've been keeping them alive, alive. Thank you. All right, this song's called Mud. Something kept me from leaving. The day wasn't lost, but there I was, standing in your door frame while hours passed. Wait till I see him again, she said, reminding him of what he left. Someone in the stars has taken their first breath, and I don't know if I can look at the sky the same again. Again, the same again. at the sky. The same again, the same again, again, the same again, again, the same again. Thank you, guys.
All right. Keep it going for Mark Dunford. Up next, we got Blake Campbell. And while Blake gets on stage, just an announcement that the kitchen is closing. So if you want to get your order in for the next moment or so, still time to get some food. Drinks available all night, though. So yeah, Blake Campbell's up, and on deck is Joby.
Hello, everybody. It's my first time performing at Passim, and it's also my first time. My name is Blake Campbell, and it's also my first time performing since developing a chronic illness, solo. So, thanks for being here today. She was just tuned, and then she lied. Sad. I'm performing for you. This is sad. My song, Light of My Life, that I wrote a little while ago. And this is gonna work now. Okay, cool. I've been thinking about the moon, painting oceans as a sky, and its incandescent highway, rippled by the tides. How it makes me think of you and the ease that you provide, like the sunlight of my life, like the sunlight of my life. Oh, 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 oh. You're the sunlight of my life. Oh, 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 oh. You're the sunlight of my life. I've been thinking about the sun, blazing lazy afternoons, in the taste of amber honey and the stickiness of June. How it makes me think of you and the ease that you provide, like the open heart of morning. You're the sunlight of my life. Oh, 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 oh. You're the sunlight of my life. Oh, 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 oh. You're the sunlight of my life. But the light of the moon and the stars can't compare to the wonder before me when you sit right there. I've been thinking about you. light of my life. Thank you. And if you want to follow me on the social medias, I'm BEBE Bubbly Music on Instagram, and on TikTok, I'm BEBE Bubbly.
All right, go to Blake Campbell. All right, up next we got Joby and Adam. You're on deck. Is Joby here? Is there a Joby? Maybe not. Did Adam just go out? Are you in the room, Adam? Okay, let's get Adam on stage. Give it up for Adam Linden. And if Joby shows up, then they'll be up. Otherwise, Cassidy, you're on deck.
No, that's not good. It's amazing what a guitar case can do to your stuff. Please don't break. Don't break. This isn't a song, by the way. It's like don't count this. Okay. I think we're there. No. Can you deal with a harmonica that's slightly out of tune with the guitar? Because we just have to get the show on the road. All right, so this, let's see. Yeah, this song is called White River Junction. If you're looking for an island, but you're sickened by the sea, there's a town up north where I've been hanging around. If you're stalling for time like a fish on a line, I think I found the place where we can settle down at White River Junction, where all paths meet. Maybe all we need is a place where we can function, with a sketch on the sidewalk and a party in the trees on a hot summer night. The feeling is right, with the hikers and the dreamers waiting patiently at White River Junction, where all paths meet. The human race is a marvelous mess. The people on the Montier border can attest. The winters are brutal and the jobs can be dreadful. When you know everybody, it's really a headful. When two lonely rivers, they finally collide, the water explodes and disappears in the sky. The trains are lagging and the baggage is gone, but if you keep your cool, it could get here by dawn. At White River Junction, where all paths meet. The human race is a marvelous mess. The people on the Montier border can attest. The winters are brutal and the jobs can be dreadful. When you know everybody, it's really a headful. But at White River Junction, that's null and void, like a place in a dream, a geographical toy. Trains, antiques, and art galleries, defunct hotels and potpourri, liberal bathrooms, conservative streets. At White River Junction, where all paths meet. If you're stuck in Philly and the going is hilly, take another crack at the Liberty Bell, because it's not sanitary to spend January in a downtown temporary holding cell. If you wind up in there, I wish you well. If your gears are catching and your latches aren't latching, irrigate the Dickens out of Ebenezer Scrooge, take him through the years, wash away his tears. It's just a frightful say nothing lasts. You've got to show me how you pack up all your bags so fast. One night you're here and then the next you're gone. The bartender tells me that it's time to move on. Tomorrow is a new day, a 24-lane highway, and I've got to spend an hour in every single lane, so I'll test my luck in this beat-up truck with a temporary window made of cellophane. It's the best I can do for now to keep out the rain. Thank you.
All right. That's Adam Linden. Up next, please welcome to the stage Cassidy Tang. And Audrey, you are on deck.
I love when things go out of tune. Hi, everybody. My name's Cassidy, and the first song that I'll be sharing with you today is Cleaning House. Sorry, 1 second. She has my sister's eyes and our shared smile. You start to show up right around 1985. Glossy prints of black hair in the moonlight illuminates tenderness in every camera captured. So this is what you look like in the eyes of someone who loves you. How nice to look like this in the eyes of someone that really loves you. She tells me stories just to make me laugh. You tell me stories in those offhand facts, like the dress she wore, the way she did her chores. I've been too scared to ask, but now I see the photographs, and so this is what you look like in the eyes of someone who loves you. How nice to look like this in the eyes of someone that really loves you. Forgive me, I am just like the woman that you love. Forgive me, I am proof of everything that was. And I'm so scared that I hurt you with what I am. I was there when you could barely stand, just waiting for the days to pass. We were all just waiting for the days to pass. But this is what you look like in the eyes of someone who loves you. How nice to look like this in the eyes of someone that really loved you. Forgive me, I wanna be like the woman you love. Forgive me, I still need proof of what was. And I know we're all moving on, but this is where my heart grew up. This is where my heart grew up. This is where my heart grew up. She has my sister's eyes and our shared smile. You start to show up right around 1985. Fun fact, earlier this week my dad was like, "Oh my gosh, it's your first open mic. I should come." And I said, "No." Yeah. So this next song is called Atlas. teaching myself to stand at the end of the world, facing the sun as it sets into the hungry sea. On my knees at the end of the world, I strain and struggle up against the weight of the sky, so great, so relentless, as though a fist is bearing down, and I am hopeless. After you grind my bones to dust, will you bury me? I am not the only one to carry you. From your hands to hurt to me, your runs are past and then come back like soup on a tray. I am afraid if I move suddenly, you'll spill through my hands, wash the earth like a sudden rain, pouring through the valleys. Calamitous flood from the sky. The clouds soak my skin and hair, trace down my flesh while you carve the world to your liking. You eat it up, I watch you eat. On my knees at the end of the world, I tremble. It all comes back to me, and I hold it up again, again. I'm teaching myself to stand at the end of the world, holding you like a blanket that must not touch the floor. But then you laugh. What am I supposed to do with that? You cradle the earth in your hands like treasure. I fall again, again.
Beautiful. That was Cassidy Tang. All right, up next, give it up for Audrey Busanich? Sorry. On deck, we've got Touring Saturn.
Hello. I'm Audrey Busanich. I'm really glad to be playing for you guys here tonight. These next few songs are all originals off of my most recent EP, Go for a Drive.
Love can be gentle, love can be quiet. It can blaze through your veins like electric wire. Oh, love can be only a lonely old ghost, seen through the haze of your heart's desire. But all of these things that they say don't seem to explain why sometimes loving someone means walking away. The heart can be clear as a looking glass, showing the love of another reflected back. Oh, but what do you do when the picture grows dim and the heart wants what it just can't have? You can spend your whole life wishing for things you can't change, but sometimes loving someone means walking away. Love can be brief as a shooting star, one that fills you with wonder then falls from afar. But there's nothing more precious worth trying to find than a love that shines through the deepest dark. When you see the real thing, you'll know it won't ever fade, no. Even if sometimes loving someone means walking away.
Thanks, guys. So this next one I'm going to play for you is also off of my EP, Go For a Drive. And it's the first song I ever got placed in a TV show. You may have heard of it, The Young and the Restless, cherished American tradition. Anyways, it's called Take Time. I'm going to take my time with some tuning. I know a girl can only make so many tuning jokes, so I'll try to spare you guys. Share the stories we've been keeping to ourselves these last few years. It takes no time to fall right back into who we were before
before life happened, and all that time just disappeared. And we leave as friends, then do this again, talking every night. When I think of you in the future tense, I call you mine. Baby, there's no reason for a big rush, but I kinda wanna see where this could take us. If you wanna go, we'll take it slow. Oh, how will we ever rush a good thing? Like waking up too early from a good dream. If we're gonna take our time, that's fine. If you wanna take some time, take mine. Ooh. We don't say the things we're thinking, but we both knew from the beginning it'd always feel this way. For the worse or for the better, you got me thinking about forever, and that'll never change. Even if we leave as friends, 'cause then we'll do this again, talking every night. When I think of you in the future tense, I'll call you mine. Baby, there's no reason for a big rush, but I kinda wanna see where this could take us. If you wanna go, we'll take it slow. Oh, how will we ever rush a good thing? Like waking up too early from a good dream. If we're gonna take our time, that's fine. If you wanna take some time, take mine, take time, oh. 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 Thank you, guys. I'll be back here at Club Passim on September 5th for the Campfire Festival on Monday at 2 p.m. So I hope to see you guys there.
All right. Up next, we've got Touring Saturn. Exciting band name. On deck, we got Mark Zellermeyer. Is Touring Saturn here? Oh, I thought I saw someone getting prepared. Well, if they're come back, then we'll have them. All right, I guess we're gonna have Mark Zellermeyer. Are you here, Mark?
Yes.
Yay! Give it up for Mark. Jenna, you're on deck.
We do all our own choreography.
Okay. Does it have to be that way? What's going on here? Not easy. Okay. Hey. What are you going to start with tonight? Which one? What song are you going to play first? Okay. This is, count us in when you're ready.
We're going to start off with a love song. This is called The Only One. I've been meek, I've been bold, not so young and not too old. What I know, truth be told, you're the only one for me. Day we met, you lit a spark. My spirit soared, you touched my heart. I knew it then, right from the start. You're the only one for me. And when it rains and darkness falls, when it snows and when it squalls, I'm just fine within these walls. Your smile is like a summer's day. And when it rains and darkness falls, when it snows and when it squalls, oh, I'm just fine beside these walls. Your smile is like a summer's day. Kids are grown, they moved away. Lives of their own, they're on their way. But you and I, oh, we're here to stay. You're the only one for me. Only one for me. Only one for me. Yeah, you're the only one for me. Well, thank you. I'd like to introduce the band to you. On my left, Mr. Bob Metzger on lead guitar and all kinds of guitar. To my right, John Van Dale on bass. And my name, again, is Mark Zellemeyer. Well, I have a confession to make. I am a recovering English major, and I spent my junior year in England, and I thought that was a reasonable place to learn about English literature, but it was a surprise that I learned a lot more outside the classroom than inside that year, and this song is about one of those lifelong lessons. It's called Sticks and Stones. Just yesterday I thought of you. We were just kids who hadn't a clue. I loved you then, I think you knew. I thought you'd love me too. I was the master of meter and rhyme. You were the smart one with plenty of time. We hitchhiked the country, serene and sublime, 3,000 miles from home. Sticks and stones can break your bones. Words can hurt you too. The wind blows hard and cold sometimes. That's when I think of you. We talk all night and laugh all day. Our personal stories got better with age. We picked up some new ones along the way and planned our getaway. Sticks and stones can break your bones. Words can hurt you too. The wind blows hard and cold sometimes. That's when I think of you. That's when I think of you. Well, the night you took off with my friend, the life I planned came to an end. I grieved for months till I learned to bend, but your words, they left their mark. Sticks and stones can break your bones. Words can hurt you too. The wind blows hard and cold sometimes. That's when I think of you. Whoa, sticks and stones can break your bones. Words can hurt you too. The wind blows hard and cold sometimes. That's when I think of you. Yeah, that's when I think of you. Just yesterday I thought of you. We were just kids who hadn't a clue. I loved you then, I think you knew. I thought you loved me too. Oh, I thought you loved me too. Thank you, everybody.
All right, that was Mark Zellemeyer. Up next, we got Jenna May. And Jacob, you are on deck.
Hello, my name is Jenna May. I'm going to be playing 2 original songs off of my upcoming debut album called Emotions Gallery, which is coming out in September. So that's exciting. This first one is called Tea. Let's see what the piano sounds like though. A few months have passed, and I'm still learning new things about who you really are. Foolish in me, I thought you were a star, but how many of us say your name like a scar? I defended you, said you didn't know what you were doing. Come to find out what you were pursuing. Tried to be straightforward, well you screwed me over. And now I know it wasn't a unique cruelty, 'cause I wasn't your first some tea that aged like a fine wine. A cup of sweet before you get down to the bitters at the bottom. And now you're cold and getting old. And I'm past it now, but I still wonder what goes on in your mind. My suspicions were right, so you should have known the truth I'd find. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Maybe you're still a good guy. But once, twice, 3 times, how about we criminalize your actions? I'm not really asking. Some tea that aged like a fine wine. A cup of sweet before you get down to the bitters at the bottom. And now you're cold and getting old. You don't deserve one more journal page, because your name is a stain of cold tea over my words, and I don't deserve to waste my energy on some tea that Thank you. I actually haven't performed since the end of April, so this is like really fun. Is anybody else here like a major bookworm and or has read the book 1984? Yeah. Well, ever since I read 1984 in high school, I really wanted to write a song called Thought Crime. And so 6 years later, and I finally wrote it. It doesn't actually have anything to do with the book, but, you know. And if you like it, you can pre-save it because it's coming out this Friday. And you can find the pre-save link in my Instagram bio, which is @MayRoseandMagic. It's like all my social media, so yeah, this is Thought Crime.
Just a flicker, barely there, like the dry shampoo still in my hair. You smell like cinnamon, I shouldn't let you in. Residual half-lived affair, uneasy at the mention of your name in my ear. How many times can the knife twist? Delusion, seclusion, losing my mind. It's numbing, shortcoming, cunning, but I'm fine. Waiting, desperate to cross the line. Thought crime, miscalculated. What was dignifying? Don't commit the sin if you can't do the crying. But the reality never lives up to the fantasy. Tell me now, what do you think of me? Illusion, confusion, using up the time. It's stunning, my heart is running. I'm going blind, assessing guilty, consumed with lies. Thought crime, thought crime, thought crime, thought crime. Delusion, seclusion, losing my mind. It's stunning, my heart is running. I'm going blind, obsessing, guilty, consumed with lies. Thought crime, thought crime. The reality never lives up to the fantasy.
Thank you.
All right, that was Jenna May. Last but not least, please give it up for Jacob Deck.
This may take a minute. back there? Are you getting a read on your board over there? Great. I feast on the tears of 12-string guitar players. They think they have it so hard. The really fun part is that all the strings are of different lengths, so it's a small adjustment down here is a huge adjustment up here. Bonk. Someone asked me when this next song was written. It was written in the 60s by this guy y'all may have heard of named Phil Oakes, right? Yeah. Oh, I am the unknown soldier who died in World War II. I didn't want to fight, it was the only thing to do. I was the victim of a world that went insane. Can you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are a-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. That's the chorus. From the South Pacific Islands to the Iwo Jima Sands, we carry the flag of freedom over many distant lands. And every time I killed a man, my own heart felt the pain. Can you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are a-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. I carried my old rifle to the European shore, and every friend that died made me die a little more. Have pity on the man that poured a bullet through my brain, and show me that I didn't die in vain. Remember me when the crosses are a-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. When those fascists started marching, many millions had to pay. We saw them rise to power and we looked the other way. It happened once before and it can happen once again. Can you show me that I didn't die in vain? Remember me when the crosses are a-burning. Remember me when the racists come around. Remember me when the tides of peace are turning. Remember me and please don't let me down. Remember me and please don't let me down. Now I'd like to welcome my two friends, Ben and Anna, onto the stage. In between signing up for the slot at this open mic and tonight, we all got together in their living room and decided to do something pretty stupid. One of our friends had just written a parody version of Charlie on the MTA about the ongoing Orange Line difficulties.
And then we ran with it.
Well, then we walked with all our instruments onto the Orange Line and tape recorded it. And then that sort of took off a little. So I guess it seems like we're putting out an EP and BUR wants to hear more. It's all been very weird. But here we are, and here it is. It's called Charlie Baker on the MBTA. Let me get my E letters and get my D's down here. Image record. Citizens, hear us out. This will happen to you. Let me tell you a story of a man named Charlie on a tragic and fateful day. He got driven to his office, gave a speech, took some photos, then he shut down the MTA. Will it ever return? It had better return, at its fate is still unlearned. We may crawl forever through the streets of Boston, but our train may never return. If you're in Back Bay and you gotta get to Malden, or from Cambridge to Jamaica Plain, hope you've got 4 wheels or a couple extra hours, 'cause you're not getting there on the train. Will you ever return? It may never return, and its fate is still unlearned. We may crawl forever through the streets of Boston, but our train may never return. So the old orange line and the green line extension are both shut for a month, it's true. And the way things are going, you can probably be certain that they'll shut down the red line too. Will it ever return? It may never return, and its fate is still unlearned. We may crawl forever through the streets of Boston, but our train may never return. Citizens of Boston, don't you think that it's a scandal? Charlie skips traffic every day. Someone bribe his chauffeur, stick a needle in his tires. Let's put Charlie on the MTA. Will it ever return? It had better return, but its fate is still unlearned. We may crawl forever through the streets of Boston, but our train may never return. Will it ever return? It had better return, and its fate is still unlearned. Let it crawl forever through the streets of Boston, but our train may never return. But our train may never return.
Thank you all.
All right, what a way to end the night. Local celebrities. Give it up for Jacob Deck. Thanks for coming, everyone. Make sure you tip your server, and we'll see you next time.